top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go.
Thank you guys for tuning in once again. This is Real Deal Trucking, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's your boy Reggie.
And it's your boy Maceo, Real Deal Trucking, back at you with this good feedback about what's going on in these current events out here. You know, so what we're going to talk about today is these brokers and these shippers. Shippers are going asset-based.
So when you say asset-based, break that down for me because you're a little bit more experienced on this than I am. When you say, so are you telling me that the shippers are you saying leaning toward trying to cut brokers out and go more direct with carriers?
Absolutely.
Is that a fact or opinion?
No, that's a fact.
Well, tell me about it. Tell me about
it.
Straighten me out about it. I ain't heard about it.
Earlier, I got a call from one of my main sources that I've been dealing with for over numerous years. I make tons of money with. He's a broker, and he called me today. He said, hey, man, you know, the new bids are in. He said, but there's been a major change even with the new bids. He said, well, we thought we was going to get, we didn't. They came back and hit us and said, hey, we only dealing with asset-based carriers. Meaning, if you dealing with us, we giving you the freight first, and whatever is left over, we giving to the brokers.
So you're saying
cutting out the middleman, high fuel prices. Think about it, high fuel prices. So if the fuel prices are high and they're not seeing in right now, not talking about 6 months from now, we're talking about right now, how shippers are looking at it. You know, and it all plays a rate too back. It all plays a rate back into that spot quote stuff. Okay. See, asset-based, when you're dealing with these asset-based companies, they can take the rates that you offering them. You know, that range what I was telling you about, that anywhere from 0 to 200. But when it's brokers, like my guy just told me, it could be anywhere from 0 to 300.
So give me some real numbers for people that don't understand that. Give me something like a load, maybe a 100-mile radius load that may pay $1,000.
He just called me, my guy, I ain't gonna say no names. He just called me, he said, hey Mace, I got a load that pick up on Sunday. Out of McDonough going to Anniston, same day rate.
McDonough, Georgia to Anniston,
McDonough,
Alabama.
Georgia, Anniston, Alabama, grocery load, 34 degrees. He said he willing to pay me $1,000 on 116 miles. I said, all right, you know, that's cool. You know, I had no problem with taking that. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's go ahead and knock it out. And that's a spot quote. Asset-based, they're going to take that load for maybe $500, $600. They're going to send it out these shippers are going to send it out to them asset-based companies because asset-based companies, as he was just saying, Prime, which is huge. Everybody knows Prime. It's no secret. He said, Prime coming in, man, they're sweeping all these little loads out that we take, and I'm local.
They're going with the volume method.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, they're able to cut the loads out at about $350 to $400, which is almost like he just said. He said that's a huge margin compared to all the other carriers and brokers out here that are asset-based. Even though you're asset-based, you have to be able to adjust with the current day's market. And everybody's not able to compete with Prime when it comes to that.
So these large asset-based carriers, they still won't be able to cover everything because our small carriers of 10 trucks or less still outnumber.
There you go.
So they still won't be able to cut the small man out.
Because, and you know why? Because asset-based carriers are not going to take multiple drop loads. They're going to take the 1-and-1s, and they're going to leave the 1, 2, and 3 drop loads to the single carrier, the owner-operators that's dealing with the brokers. It's going to go out to the brokers.
So do you think that should drive rates up on the multi-drop loads?
Absolutely. It's going to make the rates go through the roof because then it's still spot quote.
So tell me this. So for the people that don't know, explain the difference between running a spot market and a contracted freight.
Spot market almost like the stock market. Same thing. You sitting back, you basically working it daily, day to day. And my experience from spot market is Well, I ain't gonna say spot market. I'm gonna say spot quote. And the reason I say both of them because it's almost the same thing. You're sitting at home every day. you can have multiple trucks. If you may not get that rate on Monday at 8 o'clock, but if you give it a little time, that rate that you might want, it'll probably be there at 12 o'clock. You just basically sitting around waiting, watching the load boy. You watching the weight, the rates fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we all out here, like I said, we trying to make money. So
versus contract.
If now I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like me in this game, I'm a heavy hitter. So I sit back and I'll wait on the spot.
Right,
quotes.
I play the spot.
I like the spot quote. Some people may not like to.
Contract is just locked in.
Spot quote will get you paid, but it comes with the ups and downs. You may not get the load.
Contract may offer a little bit more stability, but depending on what it is, depending on how you set up.
It's a gamble, man. It's a gamble. All of it is a gamble. I like to take the gamble. That's just me. Been in business. I've always been an entrepreneur. So I'm always going to take the gamble. I'm never going to stay with the consistent thing. I'm always looking for something better. Even though people say this right here might be good with that spot quote or this lane that I spotted, I gave a quote. I don't care about that. I'm always looking for something better.
Hey, that goes back to our previous episode. We say it's all about how do you have your company set
Absolutely.
up. Yeah. What you're comfortable with. It's your business. It's your trucking company.
Definitely.
So whichever one you feel comfortable with. You want to run the spot market or you want to go get contracted freight. Hey, you want to take a moderate to severe risk.
I'm risky, so shit, I'm going to take the severe risk. I mean, I'm in a position right now where I could lose the money and I know I can make it right back. Yeah, there was a time now, let me say this, there was a time where I could be scared to lose it. I wouldn't take the risk. But now, being in it and the time that I have in it, I knock it out, man. I don't care to look at, sometimes I don't even look at the rates. I'm risky about mine, bro.
We running out of time for this episode, Mr. Deep Pockets.
Man, ain't nobody got no deep pockets. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. I mean,
all right.
Business is risky, right?
Yeah, I take the same risk too, so I agree with you. So look, man, we're going to get out of here. Tune in next week. Check us out. This was Real Deal Trucking. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Here we go.